Hello, this is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Dragons in Modern. We are looking to keep this. We're looking to ramp into some dragons and wreak havoc upon all our opponent's creatures with dragon fire. We're really hoping that this Utopia Sprawl doesn't get got by Field of Ruin type effect. No Thoughtseize, please. Thoughtseize would make us sad. Dragon's Age Chandler. Alright. Lightning Ball would be nice. Another Utopia Sprawl. Leave a name. Dragon. Green. Colorless. Untap. Yeah, for game. Ooh, Thundermaw Hellkite. I just noticed that was one of our cards. Evil Foot. That again. I love Thundermaw Hellkite. So that, I mean, I've always liked dragons. You can read about it on my website, cyclesgame.com. Way back, my first article on dragons, Time of Dragons in Modern. You can read about my love affair for dragons. No Thoughtseize. And, it's a graveyard deck. Instead of Souls of the Lost deck, whenever you attack, you may discard a card. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on the target attacking creature and straight. Whenever you discard a card, and you can play these until you're in stuff. Okay, so they're going to grow their Dragon's Rage channel there, it looks like. They're discarding. Anyway, and dragons, Shivan Dragon was the OG. And it's a 5/5 flyer with fire breathing for 6. So when I started playing Magic again in 2011, it wasn't long after that the Thundermaw Hellkite was printed in. You can see 5 mana for a 5/5 flying based that does stuff. It doesn't have fire breathing, but you just don't need it. Bestow ability, possibility to bestow. That's pretty good. So Glorybringer would be good. But ever since like Glorybringer, Stormbreath came after Thundermaw, then Glorybringer. God, there's so many clicking. And Glorybringer is better, and certainly in this type of matchup. All right, so the question used. Draw a card. And it's in guess I could commercial district. I was thinking we could draw something we could cast, but in hindsight, that probably was not going to be very likely given that we're down to just we only have the one green source currently. All right, kind of afraid of our opponent's deck because it's a graveyard strategy, kind of do a lot of really fun stuff. You will put it into the graveyard. I mean, it's a great card. They're already at 11 though. That's pretty good for us. So the Domri and we're off. I mean, they're Domri and we might just win this game before they can do anything. Questing Beast does get got by Fatal Push. Unholy Heat, pretty good card against us. See if they want to use it. Wait, did they discard the Unholy Heat? They exiled it? Oh yeah, because of Inti. So when you discard, you can exile. Got it. So now they have Unholy Heat to cast, but they only have 3 card types. Can they fill their graveyard? They can. Things are looking good for our opponent. I think I'll just F6. They can kill our Questing Beast. Hopefully they can't kill our Domri or Kiora, but they probably can actually. Will they go for Kiora or will they just go for us? Unholy Heat the Questing Beast. Kill the Kiora. I think I said Domri. Kill the Kiora. Seems pretty good. Or do your little Phoenixing. Give your guy +2/+2. Then kill the Kiora. Hold back your Inti. But I mean, you got the card advantage there from the. You have the Unholy Heat, yeah. Ooh, Death Shadow. So opponent, man, please lose one more life. Just one more life. That's all you got to do. Don't Thoughtseizes, bro. All right, so then they bestowed for just one and collect evidence. That's what it is. Okay, so collect evidence 6. Does it have haste? It does. So now we are taking 9, 13, 15. Man, what a game. And 16. Well, I mean, we were very close. Very close. Oh, we were going to win. We were going to win. All right, let's go get the ley lines. And life gain feels nice, to be honest. Grazer can hold down the fort for some blocking. That was cool. I mean, our opponent, they were out of cards. They had the exact things they needed in that situation to win, and they were They were able to filter via and draw. I mean, they didn't anyway. With Inti, Mishra's Bobble, they got the Unholy Heat. I mean, they found everything they needed to win the game with 0 cards in hand. Can they do it again? I don't know. They got the Grazer. We could just try to punish them with Damping Sphere. Maybe if we go to game 3. I don't want to water it down too much. And we had them dead on the swing back. So it was a fun game. Our opponent had exactly what they needed to win. We were going to have exactly what we needed to win. And we have a ley line. Now we don't have anything else. I guess we have a little bit of card draw. So an Inti, I mean, it doesn't even the graveyard isn't even that relevant. If you're playing exiled cards, they wouldn't have won that turn with without their graveyard, but they could have still done what they did otherwise. Yeah, and you see I mean, opponent could just be unlucky, but I think this type of deck also has to mulligan aggressively to try to find. They probably are pretty light on lands, and they need some sort of, they need their pieces to, they need their engine, so they might be mulliganing for their engine, for instance. All right, well, we're just going to, hopefully this ley line will hold down the fort for a little while until we can draw into some stuff. And like, we kind of don't want to draw another land anytime soon. Yeah, Thoughtseize, I mean, that Paw Pack form, we were really leaning hard on this Paw Pack formation to find us some action. To gain us a little bit of life. See if they take the bolt instead, because they might have an Inti in hand. Either way, Thoughtseize does not make us happy. They mulled a 5, had a Thoughtseize hand. You know, whatever. Could be worse. Takes the bolt. Kind of rather, I mean, they must have an Inti to follow up, I imagine. To be fine. Ooh, Questing Beast is good. Hopefully we'll draw. We want a Utopia Sprawl or playing 3-mana Planeswalker or a Lightning Bolt. That's what we want off this Paw Patch formation. Don't really want to see a dragon yet, since we found the Questing Beast. So the next step in Magic with the power creep, and you can see it in a little bit with Duskmoor, which is spoiled. Man, there are some busted cards. Let's see if they have a Bowmasters. Looks like they do. You see the power creep starting to finally hit the mid-range type of creatures with that new Volvoroth or whatever. I can't remember the name. Just a super powerful busted card. Storm Breath is not what we wanted. I said I didn't want to see a dragon deck. Why don't you listen? So what the next phase for Dragons in Modern, for it to be competitive, well, Anger is pretty good. Do we go ahead and run out Anger now, since we don't have anything else to do right now? Do we wait a turn and risk a Thoughtseize? Yeah, I think we're going to wait. I don't know if this is right. We're going to wait a turn. We're going to crack the food token to gain some life. Next turn, we can either Questing Beast or Anger, preserve our life total, see if they can run out, if they run out a little bit more for us to snag. So we need a 4-mana 4/4 flying hasty dragon. That's what we need. All right, so that's kind of what. Hopefully they don't follow it up with anything else land, or if they do land into something like Ragavan. All right, so they're gonna filter, not filter, but exile, grow. We're gonna wipe the board. We're gonna gain our life back. Swamp. Hopefully if that swamp is swamp into Thoughtseize, I'm gonna be very sad. Very, very sad. I can't even remember if you can actually play it. I guess you can't play a land off of that. All right, so they have 3 cards. We have 2 threats. So if they happen to have a Thoughtseize, we're a little bit insulated. If they have 2 Thoughtseizes, we're kind of screwed. However, that means they're not doing much either. So let's see what their follow-up is. And it's a first Thoughtseize. What do you take? Probably the Storm Breath, because you can get Questing Beast with Fatal Push. If their last cards are Fetch Land, Fatal Push, then yeah, it would be pretty sad. Our opponent will have yet again had it all, even in a Mull 5. Do they have an answer, 1-mana answer for this? I feel like it's probably not feasible for them to have for a 1-mana answer to a Questing Beast. All right, well, our opponent down to 7. Do they find a way to interact with our Questing Beast? Going to 5. I mean, we have Lightning Bolts too, it'd just be nice to draw a Lightning Bolt. Molten Collapse. They did find the answer. Okay, well, we need to find an answer now. Can we get lucky with our draws, please? Well, they did get to draw an extra card at the cost of 2 life. Dragon. It's a dragon. It's a good dragon. Did they have another Molten Collapse? Because 4 is not 5. Even I can say it. Even I know enough about math for that. They're a mountain because they're not going to Thoughtseize us. All right, we got there. We were not going to get there for long, though. All right, yeah, maybe. Trying to think. There's the card draw. Sure is nice. I don't blame people for. All right, so do we want to play Damping Sphere? In that game, they only have the 2 lands. Okay, I think we just run it back and we hope to have the ley line again. Alright, so our Dragons deck so far in the free zone, we're playing up, we played some of the tier decks, we played some of the brews looking to take advantage of certain strategies that can punish people. So, I mean, we've been keeping up. We've been usually getting one game in the matches we've lost or won the matches. The Cascade game, we sort of punted and didn't get a game there, but we've yet to beat Cascade other than a single game. I like this hand. It's got some speed, but we don't have a ley line. And do we want a ley line? Our opponent is beginning with 7 cards in hand. Do we just automatically mull for a ley line? It's the same hand without the threats. And for a penny and for a pound, is that what they say? Let's try again. There's the ley line and the anger. So we're going to keep 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to put a forest at the bottom. They play Thoughtseizes, that's the thing. Put a lightning bolt at the bottom. Done. Ley line. They kept 7. They probably have Thoughtseize. We're going to lose our anger. So, I mean, that's just you live by it and you die by it, right? They Thoughtseize away our anger. Oh, another Goyf. Okay. Well, that's going to be good. Or that's fine. Oh, my. They might have another. They may have an answer for the ley line. Anyway, you live by it, you die by it, right? So we could have kept the opening 7 and just hoped that our non-ley line hand could keep up with what they're doing, even though we saw in game 1. They almost kept up. The power is just there for... Yeah, just too much power. Now, and then in game 2, the ley line of the void did a lot of work. If they end up having a lot of Death Shadow, though, then that ley line won't matter. All right, so they're going to be able to grow. Gonna find. All right, that's fine. I mean, if we can dodge Thoughtseize, right? We're a turn behind. If that had been a Utopia's Sprawl, we would be so sweet set up right now. But instead, it's not. So what we're hoping for is to dodge Thoughtseize, for them to just like commit more to the board that we can wipe away this anger. And then we have to come back from a mull to 5 the way they did. Death Shadow doesn't really care about the graveyard, and we don't have a good way of answering Death Shadow. Just thinking to see what we're drawing. I do really like the Inti decks, though. I played a couple games with Inti, and there's just a lot of clicking, which for me gets on my nerves. But it's an interesting, powerful strategy. I like it a lot. No Thoughtseize. No Thoughtseize. That's all we care about right now. Dodging a Thoughtseize. It fuels so much. That's a good card to get out of their deck that they can't cast now. We would love to just see 2 Dragon's Rage Challengers or just more creatures we can kill. That's all we want to see right now. Anyway, it's a fun strategy. I think it could go well with the Psychic Frog. Another creature, please. Yes. Just another creature. Play another, not a Death Shadow, though. What do we want to see on top? Cavern. Probably not what we want to see. Lightning Bolt's good, because then it can answer their next threat. They still have 4 cards in hand, so it's not like... Yep, they're going to bolt us to gain some value out of the Dragon's Rage Channeler. 4 cards in hand 3 now with the Surveil. Like they have other threats. They can rebuild, I imagine. We've gotten to 11 after answering their first round. On turn 3, will we draw into something to answer or to deal with their next threats, or will we be able to? That's fine. We got the bolt. This is where we really don't want to see any more ley lines. Utopia Sprawl. No more ley lines. We really want to see dragons and our quested beasts. Preferably dragons. The lightning bolt that they cannot play. All right, well, they're probably happy to see the lightning bolt go, actually, because it doesn't do a whole lot. They probably want to action like more creatures. Could have named black with that Utopia Sprawl, I suppose, to have a chance at casting this ley line. Again, they're stuck on mana. They must run not much mana. A lightning bolt to our face. Yep. Give us, please. Can we get lucky the way our opponent had Xaxes and they got a Death Shadow? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Love it. Do we dare exert? Do we exert? Do we want them to be able to surveil every single time? They didn't even, they had, man, okay. We're definitely attacking. So it's a 4-turn clock right now. Or we're going to exert. I mean, it makes me sad, but I think we have to just take the mid-range, grindy approach. They're missing land. The surveil is so powerful. And maybe we'll draw a Kiora, and then all will be right in the world. I mean, they could play a Death Shadow. Another Inti. Okay, opponent's not running out of action. Give us some action of our own, please, deck. Oh, okay. That's actually counts as action. It's not a Kiora, but it is an answer to the Inti. And I love Domri. Domri, I'm sorry I betrayed you. I'm sorry I ever thought that Fable of the Mirror Breaker was a better card than you. You are, and always will be, my second love with Planeswalkers after Kiora Behemoth Beckoner. Sorry. He's still better. But yeah, I mean, I betrayed Domri. I'm sorry. I never should have done it. They finally hit the third land. What is it? Do they have an answer? Is it a Molten Collapse? Thoughtseize Bra. Destroy target land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Creatures without flying can't block this turn. Okay, that's cool. We still are able to cast anything we can draw. And a dragon is lethal. Questing Beast is lethal. Do we get there? And we do. Alright, Thundermaw Hellkite, the OG of the recent dragons. I love you. You will forever be, I guess, my second love. Yes, we got to get real lucky ourselves. Alright, so we mulliganed to 5, looking for that ley line, and we found it. And it won us the game, perhaps, although opponent being stuck on 2 mana. I mean, look at what we fought through. Holy cow. Goyf, Inti, Dragon's Rage Channeler, Inti. But yeah, Anger, we dodged the Thoughtseize and got the Anger, swept the board, and we were able to manage it with our Lightning Bolt, Glorybringer, Domri. Dragons, man, has a surprising amount of removal. I'll take it. That's all I can say about that. But for CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. I'll catch y'all on the next one. This has been another edition of Dragons and Modern. I'm Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com. If you haven't already, please be sure to check out my website where you can read about my various commander decks, watch the gameplay from all of my modern brews, and read my science fiction fantasy novel, The Podkind, that I'm publishing serially. And if you like my content, please be sure to click that subscribe button over there on YouTube. Everybody counts. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one.